Yo, what's up guys, I'm blank.hero, and in this very quick video I'm going to teach you how I stream using OBS on We Gamers, because that's the platform I'm currently using, and how to do green screen and add outputs and stuff just to get things started. Just basically the basics of streaming. This is your streaming 101 with blank.hero. Alright, so first things first is go to OBS. Just type it OBS. Just search it here on Google. It should be the first one up there. It's obsproject.com. Alright, depending on what you have, Windows, Mac, or Linux, just download the latest version of it for your system. Alright, I got Windows, so I downloaded, of course, always get the Studio. Alright, OBS Studio is where it's at. Alright, OBS Classic is alright, but Studio is what you want. Alright, that's what I'm using, and that's what we're going to be using in this video. Alright, so once you got OBS, just open it up. I already got mine opened, and this is basically what I have on right now, but we're gonna start from scratch. So this is basically what you guys can expect in the future. So for me, we're gonna create a new profile. Just create a new profile, name it what you want. Alright, we're gonna name this a new profile. Alright, so this is new profile, and then we got a new profile. Now we're gonna create a new scene. We're gonna call it yeah, you guessed it, new scene. Perfect. So there, we got nothing. It's black, and this is awesome. So first thing I want you guys to know is we go into settings. Alright, settings is here, or you can always go to file and then settings. They're practically the same. So in general tab, alright, by the way guys, this is version OBS 20.1.3 64-bit for Windows. So alright, depending on when you're watching this video, there might be a newer release or not. So it depends when you're watching this video. So alright, so first and foremost, you want to select your language, your theme. I keep mine at default just because. Alright, dark looks cool. 𝓑𝓵𝓪𝓷𝓴 looks interesting, but default, it's just easy on my eyes. It's my preference. It's a preference. Alright, for output, keep everything else default. Alright, you don't wanna, you can mess with them. Alright, I recommend you learn from experience, but not right now. Alright, stream, we're gonna go to that last. Alright, first we want to set up everything else. Alright, so from output, go to output mode. We want to go advanced because we are freaking advanced, right? So for streaming, alright, we're gonna use, alright, if you have a really powerful CPU, which actually I do, I have a i7-8700K. Alright, but if you want to utilize your graphics card, which you can use NVENC. Alright, but if you want to use the graphics of your CPU, if you're using Intel, if you're using Ryzen, then that's a different story. Then you can use QuickSync. Alright, to enable QuickSync, that's another tutorial in and of itself, but for this, for the sake of this, we're gonna use NVENC H.264. That means you're gonna be using your graphics card as the encoder. Now, to rescale outputs, this is very important because you want to rescale the output as to what your viewers are gonna see. So if you have a really good internet connection, I recommend 1080 streaming all the way, but then you have to be conscious of, you know, your viewers internet downloads. So normally I recommend like something between 720 is fine. You can go as low as 480 or even lower, really low. I recommend like the lowest you could possibly go is 320 to there's also 540, depends on your, just play around. Alright, see what's right for you, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna go 720p. Alright, that's HD. 1080 is full HD, which is awesome. So for rate control, we're gonna go with CBR. Alright, so for bitrate, there is actually a site here on Google, OBS recommended bitrate for streaming. Alright, depending on your, there you go. So 2 more rules. Alright, so it's right here. Just type that. I'll actually leave this in the link in the description below. So so cloud transcoding, local transcoding, video resolutions. Right, so this is a good read. I recommend reading it. But before anything else, I want you guys to see right here under local transcoding mode settings. All right. So if you are, I'm gonna record at bitrate. Yeah, there we go. If you're gonna record at, say for example, 480 by 270, you want a bitrate of 400 kilobytes. All right, if you're gonna record at medium, like 640 by 360, 800 to 1200 should be fine. All right, and high 1200, 720. All right, 1.5 to 4. All right, HD 1080. All right, 4 to 8, and then 4K 8 to 14. So that's the that's the bitrate gap that you guys want to keep in mind of. And yes, that's what you want to keep in mind. I want you guys to keep that in mind. All right, so for this, we can 1.5 is fine. You can actually go lower. Normally the formula is your upload speed times 1,000. So if your upload speed is 1, all right, then 1,000. If your upload speed is 2, then 2,000. And you can give room for error, so you can minus 30% or 100, 200. So if, for example, if my upload speed is 1,000, then I probably leave my bitrate at 800. All right, so keyframe interval in seconds, you can put that at 2. You can leave it at 0, but normally, as I've done my research, people put it at 2. All right, for preset, I go with high performance. I prefer performance over quality in my use case, but if you can handle, alright, this is just basically the factor of internet. But if you have really good internet, right, if you go for high quality, I recommend you increase your bitrate to the upper border of what was actually recommended here. Alright, so like for example, HD 720, go around 3000. That should be fine. That's actually overkill, but yeah. Alright, so but I'm going for high performance. Main, you can bring that to high. Level, auto, yeah, GPU 0, that means you're using your first graphics card. If you put this to 1, that means it's going to use your second graphics card if you have one in SLI or not. B frames, just leave that at 2. So that is for streaming. Alright, now for recording, just leave this at standard. Now just choose your default path. Mine is just videos. This is basically where your recorded videos will go, so that you don't have to go looking for them. Where is my videos? It's just here. You can change that. You can make a new folder. It will redirect there. It's awesome. Now for recording format, I recommend MP4 because MP4 is just it's just a standard now. Audio track, if you want to record multiple audio tracks, you can, but mostly I just record one. Now using stream encoder, yes, I recommend using a stream encoder, and for this use case we're going to use the NVENC H.264. Now for rescale output, we're not going to rescale that because we don't need to. Now custom mixer, we're not going to use that. Now for this, alright, recording and streaming has different bit rates. Alright, for recording, I recommend a higher bit rate, because the higher your bit rate, the better the quality of the video. So some people would go as far as 50,000. All right, 50,000. That's a really big file, though. That's gonna be a really big file. But 25,000 is also good, and then there's also 10,000. 10,000 is not bad. You can hardly see the difference depending on your monitor, but 10,000 would probably be a good starting point, and then depending on your preference, you can always increase this number, play with it, and it's just gonna be freaking awesome. So preset, we're gonna go for high quality this time. Main, high, level, auto, we're gonna bring this at 2 because you can. Now for audio, I love 192. 192 is a really good balance when it comes to settings. Just set these all at track 1 to 6, because that's how you do it. Replay buffer, keep that off. All right, keep that off. Remember to hit apply. It'll apply. Now we go to audio. All right, audio 48 hertz. Actually, this depends on your microphone. To check your microphone, just go to control panel and then go to control panel, go to tools, go to sound, then go to go to your microphone, right click properties, go to advanced, and then here check it here. Alright, so if it's on this, that means it's 44,100 hertz, then put it at that 44.1 kilohertz. If it's at this, which I recommend because it's better quality, go for 48 and then just sync that here at 48 kilohertz. So that's awesome. All right, you want your channels to be at stereo, desktop audio device, put that at default, so every time you switch your desktop device, it will automatically switch. Now for your mic, I recommend using your mic so that it's consistent, that you're using your mic at all times, not your webcam's microphone, not your headphones microphone, but your USB microphone. I recommend having a USB microphone. It's nice, but you can also set this up to your, like for instance me, I have a HyperX. This also has a lapel. I can also use this as my microphone, but we're gonna use this as my microphone. Alright, for this cam 1 mic and the rest you can just leave that as is for now. Now for video, this is very important. This is very important. Alright, so for the base canvas, you want to go as high as your monitor can take you. So if you have a monitor that is 1920 by 1080, which you can actually see by let me see. Alright, so we hit OK. We go hide that. So you just right click display settings and then sorry guys, and then there you go. This is 1920 by 1080. If your monitor is a 720 by 1280, and then use that setting. But for me, I have a 1080 by 1920 monitor. Alright, so here in video, right, we've got 1920 by 1080. We want the output scale to also be the same. Alright, we're gonna, so that way when you actually record your videos, it won't downscale to 720. Alright, because you can do this so that you can downscale for your streams, but then you won't be able to record at the same time, which is kind of inconvenient. So say for example you downscale this to 720 for your streams. That means here on output, on streaming, you don't have to rescale output here, just leave that at default, but then your recordings will also downscale to 720. So it's best to actually downscale this here in streaming. Alright, keep this the same as your base canvas. Your base canvas is this black box. Alright, this is what you're working with. Alright, and then bring this to 32 samples. Landsgos, whatever. Alright, then the standard for these days is 60 frames per second, but if you want your streams to be, if you're low on internet, 30 frames is fine. It'll work fine. It looks good still, regardless. But if you want the best, 60. If you want to go even higher than 60, you can do fractional FPS, put 120, or if you have a 144 hertz monitor, go for it. But for us, we're just gonna go with good old 30. And you can even go lower to 20 or 10 depending on you. Hotkeys and advanced. Alright, in advanced, I'd change process priority to at least above normal. Rendered, that's you have direct 3D 11. You can go to NV12. This can actually be 709 or 601. Either is fine. Partial or full for color range, either is fine as well. And also one more thing, if you want to monitor your audio monitoring device, just hit this and then choose where you want your audio device to be monitored. So for me, I want to monitor them on my headphones, so I just click that headset, earphone, HyperX, that's my headphones, then hit apply. So that's everything, all you need to do in settings. Sorry. Alright, so next stop is, right, we got a black screen. So first things first, the basic of streaming is just to play with this plus sign down here. That's all you really want to play with. So just hit plus, and then we want to capture the display. We want to display capture just the background. So we just hit that, add display capture. Boom, that will capture your display. You can choose your, if you have multiple monitors, you can choose your second monitor, or you can choose your first monitor. All right, it allows you to choose. You can capture the cursor, or you cannot capture the cursor. So it's up to you. Like I said, just hit OK. So now that we got that, so yeah, this is capturing what I see here. Next step, you want to add a camera, right? So we add a camera. Let's add a camera. Let's add a video capture device. All right, so this is a video capture device. Call it camera. All right, hit OK, and then choose your camera here in the drop down. All right, my camera is called Demo 1 for some reason. For some reason. And then just configure it. I'm gonna go custom. All right, choose the resolution of 1920 by 1080. Match output FPS any. Why isn't it detect? All right, so I got it to work. So just go to camera. There you go. So Demo 1 is my camera, as you can see. We can deactivate, activate. We can do custom. All right, you just get the highest possible resolution for your camera, because that will just give you the best quality. Match output FPS, or you can just hit high FPS. Video format any. YUV color space, just put it at 709, and full buffering auto detect. We can flip this vertically. Capture audio only, just don't touch that so that it won't capture the audio. Just hit OK, and then hit this, and there you guys have it. There I am. What's up? Anyway, also a quick trick is if there is a audio delay, for example, like, oh, by the way, there's a camera here. We don't want to use that, so the thing you can do is just hide that so it's not there. All right, so if there's an audio delay, like if my lips are not in sync, as you guys are seeing me saying stuff, I recommend going to settings here. Just hit the settings bar next to the microphone. Go to advanced audio properties, and then just, sync offset. Normally a sync offset of 200, 300, 400, 500 would work. Just find your sweet spot. Mine is 300. You can use the same settings, see if it works for you. Just do a record video, test it, and see if it actually is in sync with your mouth. All right, and then just try to figure out, like, go insane, do like 10,000, negative 10,000 to see the difference between going up and down. That's a good trick. That's a good tip. That is definitely a good tip. So now we got this green screen, right? We got this green screen. We want to get rid of this green screen. How do we get rid of this green screen? It's simple. All right, so just right click camera, or double click. That works too. Actually, no, it doesn't work. All right, so right click here, hit filters. All right, so now we're in filters. So we got audio, video filters, and effect filters. All right, we want to work in effect filters. So we go here, the plus sign, then there you guys have it. All right, you got options here. I want you to choose chroma key. Chroma key is like freaking awesome. Or just like that, the background is gone. All right, well, it's not green anymore. That means it's gone. Yeah, so if you see it, it's like gray. It's perfect. You can also mess with this, but normally by default it does a good job. You can do that, like, you can do the similarity to increase it, but that doesn't work. That's not nice. Just make sure that there's no these pixels that are annoying. Similarity changes the shade of it, and then this changes the color spill. So the more you bring it to the right, the less green you'll see on my the outlines, like that. And then contrast, bright, you can make it really bright, and then you can play with the brightness as well, bring it down to balance it out. And then gamma does that. But normally I like sticking with defaults. Defaults is really fine. And if you want to remove it, you can just do right click, remove, yes. Then you can add it again, just to show you guys how to remove it. So yeah, so this is that is this. Now look at that. All right, so we can hide the display capture by just hitting the eye. All right, so the eye does not see. That means the display capture is not right now active, and then this will activate it. So now, as you can see, it's not perfect. We've got spots there. You can see my computer. So here's the technique. All right, hold down alt on your keyboard. That's alt, the alt tab. All right, hold down alt, and then click these sides. All right, that's gonna crop it. All right, that's the shortcut to cropping. All right, there's another way to crop it. It's a little bit more complex and you have to work with numbers, but you just right click, all right, and then transform, edit transform, or control E, and then here in the settings there's crop, even positioning. So if you want to crop right, you can do 200, all right, that all right, 400, 4000, 402. Yeah, so you have to like find the sweet number, 300 maybe. So yeah, that gets annoying sometimes. So I like the alt method where you can just whoops drag the corners with the dots to fit you perfectly, like that. All right, so there, no more dots now. And then I want to scroll this down. All right, so this is how you scale it up and down. Put yourself where you want to put yourself, anywhere, and it'll work perfectly. It will definitely work perfectly fine. And then here's the display capture, so you can see all of me, and that's awesome. All right, so the last thing we want to do is how to add a game. All right, for example, you're playing mobile games. I recommend using the emulator called Nox. Nox is an awesome emulator. It does the trick. So yeah, this is Nox. All right, it's loading and it's awesome and it's doing its thing. Right, we're gonna play a game called Lords Mobile. Lords Mobile is an awesome war game that does awesome stuff, so we're gonna hide that. All right, so if you want to specifically add Nox as a display capture without showing anything else on your screen, like your display, you can do that. Just add a game capture or a window capture. It's either game or window, your preference. They do the same thing. All right, so we're gonna go with a game capture. We're gonna game capture Nox 𝓑𝓵𝓙𝓗𝓻𝓸. Hit OK. All right, now for mode, you find a specific window. All right, not any full screen application. You want it to be a specific window. Now you choose that window. It has to be open, and what we're gonna be choosing is where is it? There you go, Nox blank hero. Now match title, otherwise find some suitable. No, you want to match window title must match, and then perfect. That's fine. Hit OK, and you have to move this, and it should work. There you go. So there you guys have it. Now this is being captured here. Display is already working, which is fine. And yeah, there. Alright, so you can bring this to full screen. Hit OK. Alright, this is my account. And there you guys have it. I am playing in the game, looking professional, looking good. And alright, I can actually submit my guild pass now. Alright, so that is basically the basics of everything, getting things set up. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, or we want to go even advance into all the possibilities, oh, shoot me now. I forgot one important thing. Streaming. Alright, so last but not the least, alright, we're gonna go to stream. Alright, so for we gamers, alright, or for any other application that is not listed as a streaming service like YouTube Gaming, Smashcast, Mixer, Mixer.com, Dailymotion, Facebook Live, Restream. Alright, that's really awesome. I'm gonna use that in the future. Live Edu, Twitter, or Show All Services. All these other services, and yours is not here, right? You're gonna have to use a custom streaming server where you're gonna have to use a FTP URL. I think I got that, or FPS, alright, and a stream key and authentication. Alright, so you have to open up WeGamers, alright, or WeGamers CastAmp, alright, WG CastAmp, that is found at wegamers.com. Alright, I'll leave links in the description also to Nox and WeGamers. And then I want you guys to, you're gonna have to scan this URL code with your phone, alright, to log in. Perfect. Alright, hit login on your device. That should log this here. Alright, go to full. Alright, go to key. Now, first things first, before you do anything, alright, internet connection error, that does happen sometimes. Just have to make sure you get it right. Alright, so enter your studio name. Your studio name means the title of your stream, what you're gonna be doing in that stream. So for me, for instance, we're gonna be doing, alright, it's Guild Fest time. Alright, so that's the title of my stream, and we're gonna be playing a game called Lords Mobile. Alright, hit update when this says set successfully, then you copy the FMS URL. Alright, copy that into settings here. Alright, just copy paste directly. Stream key, alright, which is something you don't want anyone to see, so click copy. Alright, copy successful. Alright, and then paste it here, and then that's about it. You can also use authentication. Alright, type in your username. Normally for Wii Gamers, it's your Wii Gamers email address, the one you use to log in, plus the password. I use that because normally that's how I get it to work, but probably it'll work just fine without it. Alright, so just hit apply, hit OK. I made that the last step because that's normally the thing. You have to do that every time. So every time you start a new stream, you're gonna have to do this process, hit update, and then get the key, because this changes every single time. So if you're wondering that every time you hit the start streaming button, it's not gonna stream, it's because the key and the URL here on Wii Gamers CastAmp changed. That's all there is. Alright, that's all there is to it. So once you get that set up, just hit start streaming. Are you sure you want to start streaming? Hit yes, and boom. Alright, we're streaming. We are live. We are definitely live. So we can actually watch our live stream here on Wii Gamers. Perfect. Okay, hit OK. Who's live? I'm live. Alright, look for Lords Mobile, and there I am. Perfect. So we're streaming the stream right now. As you guys can see, it should be there. Alright, see, there's the title. It's a Guild Fest time. And yeah, everything seems to be working as we planned it to be working. Alright, so that's basically it. So now we got the stream working. We're watching the stream. It's awesome. Now you want to end the stream. All you do to end the stream is just hit stop streaming, hit yes, and then boom, it's done. Alright, you're not streaming anymore. Alright, the broadcast has ended. So it's nice and easy, quick, direct to the point, and it works. So alright, so then that's it. So that's basically the basics of everything. The basics of everything. Yeah, so that's about it. Hopefully you guys did learn something from that. It was just a really quick run through of how to get a stream started, how to get your content and gameplay out there in the world, how to get yourself and get a green screen to work, and how to start streaming. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you did honestly, just be honest with yourself and leave a comment so that I know what's up. Alright, anyway guys, that is it for this video. Take care wherever you are, and alright, we're done. We did it. Alright, it's a wrap. It's definitely a wrap. Now, add just an image. You can add an image. I normally just put background. Perfect. And then you can just drop this down. Oh yeah, I forgot to teach you guys that this on the very bottom. That's like the very bottomest layer. Yeah. And then this, I can just transform that to actually fit. And 0, 0 is normally the default, and boom, just like my desktop. As to how I do other stuff, that's very okay. So I think this has gone on for far too long. I don't know how long I've been recording. It tells me something. Oh, I got a message. Cav again. Cav. Always with the Cavs. Always with